In the 1960s, George Maharis was one of the brightest stars on television. A heartthrob with millions of fans and a future that seemed unstoppable. At the height of his fame, he walked away from it, all vanishing from the spotlight in a move that baffled Hollywood and broke the hearts of viewers everywhere. For decades, rumors and speculation swirled about why he left. But now, the truth about George Maharis' Hollywood disappearance has finally come to light. George Maharis' rise to fame was nothing short of meteoric. Born in 1928 to Greek immigrant parents in Queens, New York, Maharis worked his way up from humble beginnings to the Broadway stage. His good looks, rugged charm, and undeniable talent quickly earned him attention. And in 1960, he landed the role that would make him a household name. Buzz Murdoch on the hit television series Route 66, alongside Martin Milner. Maharis played a restless young man drifting across America's highways, searching for adventure and meaning. The show was groundbreaking, blending drama with America's post-war wanderlust. And Maharis became a cultural icon almost overnight. By the early 1960s, George Maharis was a star on the rise. Fans adored him. Magazines featured him as a leading man, and Hollywood studios had their eye on his future in film. But just as quickly as his career took off, it all came crashing down. In 1963, Maharis abruptly left Route 66, shocking audiences, who couldn't understand why one of television's biggest stars would walk away at the height of his fame. The official story was vague, something about health problems. But whispers of scandal soon filled the void. For years, Tollywood insiders speculated. Some claimed Maharis was difficult to work with, that he clashed with producers, or that he had ambitions beyond television. Others suggested something darker, that the conservative television industry of the 1960s wasn't ready for Maharis' rumored personal life. His sudden disappearance left a trail of unanswered questions, fueling gossip that followed him for decades. The truth, however, was far more complex. Maharis later admitted that he had been battling a severe case of hepatitis during the filming of Route 66. The grueling shooting schedule, filming on location across the country week after week, was physically punishing. Against his doctor's orders, he pushed himself to continue, but eventually his health collapsed. Producers wanted him to keep working despite his illness, but Maharis refused, choosing his health over his career. He walked away from the show, a decision that cost him dearly. But that wasn't the end of the story. After leaving Route 66, Maharis attempted to reinvent himself as a film star, landing roles in movies like Quick, Before It Melts, and Sylvia. Yet the momentum he once had was gone. By the late 1960s, his career stalled, overshadowed by changing times and lingering whispers about his private life. In an era when Hollywood demanded perfection and conformity, Maharis' choices and the rumors surrounding him made him an outsider. Still, George Maharis didn't disappear entirely. He continued to act in guest roles on television throughout the 1970s and 1980s, appearing in shows like Fantasy Island, Murder, She Wrote, and The Bionic Woman. He also pursued painting, building a second career as a respected artist, though he never regained the star power of his Route 66 days. Maharis lived life on his own terms, away from the Hollywood machine that once consumed him. In the end, George Maharis' disappearance wasn't the result of scandal or downfall. Was the price of survival? He chose his health and his independence over fame, a decision few understood at the time, but one that reveals remarkable strength today. His story is a reminder of the pressures of Hollywood, the toll of relentless schedules, and the hidden struggles behind the glamour. George Maharis passed away in 2023 at the age of 94, leaving behind a legacy defined by both brilliance and mystery. And now the truth is finally clear. His vanishing act wasn't about weakness, but about courage. He may have stepped away from the spotlight, but the mark he left on television history and in the hearts of fans will never fade.